Hello and welcome back to the You Love to See It YouTube channel. My name is Jake, and today I wanted to talk about an acquisition the Mariners made yesterday. Now granted, it's not a 26-man acquisition, but an acquisition nonetheless. It was announced yesterday by Bob Nightingale that Cole Tucker signed a minor league deal with an invite to spring training with the Seattle Mariners. Now your first question may be,
Jake, it's a minor league signing. Why do we care and why are you making a whole video about it?
And to that I raise, what else am I supposed to talk about? The last big moves we made were the two trades we made on the 5th of January. It's the 29th, and there's only a couple weeks left of the offseason. With that said, I wanted to make a video, and we're going to talk about Cole Tucker. Now, Cole Tucker isn't just some nobody. You may know him best from his amazing hair. You may also know him from his very interesting build. He's 6'3", 200. He's very slender, and he looks a lot taller in photo. You know Logan Gilbert is 6'6". That's big boy.
And he might be married to Vanessa Hudgens, also known as Gabriela Montez from High School Musical.
But let's get into Cole Tucker, the player. Now, to state the obvious before I go into kind of a player profile on him, he signed a minor league deal. It's only an invite to spring training. He's not even guaranteed to step foot in T-Mobile Park as a player. But we're here to talk about, if he does, what could he bring to the table? And last disclaimer before I get into it, I'm not going to make the case that he's going to be some diamond in the rough. It's going to get called up and propel us into the playoffs. This is simply just going to be a background on, as a player, what he's like. So to start, Cole Tucker is 27 years old. He hails from the Phoenix area, and he was taken as the 24th overall pick in the 2014 amateur draft by the Pittsburgh Pirates. He made his major league debut with the Pittsburgh Pirates on April 20th of 2019. 420, let's go. And he would end up playing in 56 games with the Pirates that season. He ended his debut year with a slash line of 211, 266, 626, and that was in 159 plate appearances. And at that time, he only played shortstop. Since his debut, he's been pretty steadily fluctuating between the minors and the major leagues. At this point, he's only played in 159 games at the major league level, and his total slash line is 216, 318, and 584 for a cumulative 54 WRC+. Now, your head may be spinning, thinking,
those stats aren't great. Why do we care?
and my first response is, you don't have to care. You have free will. And my second response would be, he does have a few upsides that we can look forward to potentially. To start, his 2023 season between his stint in AAA Albuquerque and his 5 ABs in total for the Rockies was easily the best of his career. In AAA, he slashed 280, 391, and 797 in 321 plate appearances. And some noticeable improvements in his game, he lowered his K percentage from the high 20s in 2022 to only 20.9%. And his walk percentage improved by 5% as well. In 2023, he only had 10 plate appearances at the major league level. He ended up having a slash line of 500, 600, and an OPS of 1.100. And he had 4 hits. All of them were singles. So if we're going to take a note out of the Foolish Bailey textbook, 500 hitter last year, the best in the major leagues. But seriously, to go for his battle ball profile, he is a righty, and last year he did improve on his line drive and fly ball percentages by a few points. And he also lowered his ground ball percentage as well. And he sprayed the ball around the field. So he's not restricted to just being a pull hitter. He can hit pull and he can hit oppo pretty well. Now, at the end of the day, his bat isn't really what's going to get him playing time at T-Mobile. The big positive in Cole's game is his defensive versatility. If you really needed him to, he could pretty much play any position on the field other than catcher and pitcher. Now, most of his innings are at shortstop, but he does have over 100 major league innings at second base, center field, and right field. Now, I'm not saying he's a Gold Glover or anything, but, you know, he could be kind of a Dylan Moore-esque type player. Maybe not with the same bat, but still with the defensive versatility, which could be helpful. And another notable aspect of his game is his speed. Per Baseball Savant, he's either been average or above average in sprint speed. He's not a bag stealer. He only has 41 stolen bases in his entire career between the minors and the majors. But still, dude is just a decent athlete. Now, in summary, his bat does leave a lot to be desired, but he has shown improvement last year. And his average to above average sprint speed, along with his defensive versatility, could help us a little bit this year. So where do I think he fits on the roster right now? Tacoma. He still has a lot on the offensive side to work on. Now, do I think we'll see him in a Mariners uniform this year? Probably, but if so, it's probably not going to be a lot. His defensive versatility will probably help him get some playing time, especially with a roster that's so injury prone like ours is. Now, I'm not saying there's a 100% chance, but I think there's a pretty strong possibility we're going to see at least one at-bat from Cole Tucker in T-Mobile Park this year. Now, I know this is a shorter video. There's really not a whole lot to talk about with Cole Tucker. At the end of the day, as I stated earlier, I don't think he's going to be that diamond in the rough who's going to be called up and just go off and be our next star or anything. He's going to pretty much exclusively be a backup and bench piece if someone goes down with an injury. But at the end of the day, it is still nice to get to know some of the people that are in your org and some of the new acquisitions that we're making, even if they're only minor league deals. And plus, for me personally, this is good practice in the sense of I need to learn a lot more about people that we have in the minor leagues, and it's helping me read stats. So at the end of the day, this video is just good practice for me. Now, if you watch through this video, I appreciate it immensely. Make sure to subscribe. It's free, helps the channel. You can also leave a like if you want to. You can comment down below, maybe other topics you want me to go over. But that's going to be it for me today, and I'll catch you next time.